Good morning, boys. Today is Wednesday, so we are going to be doing a math lesson together, and we are going to be working through one of the pages in our Telling Time workbook. So today we are going to be doing a page that asks us to draw hands on each clock to show the time. So we are going to be given the time at the bottom, and we have to make our clock face read the same time. So let's do the first one together. This is asking us to draw a clock that says 2:30. And when we're reading our clock, we know that our first number is always our hour, and the second number is our minute. And our hour hand is our short hand, and our minute hand is our big hand. So I'm going to be using a ruler to help me make sure I have a really straight line for my clock. And with the first hand that we're going to draw is our hour hand. So we're going to draw 2. And I know when I have the 30, my hour hand has to go between the 2 and the 3. So I'm going to draw my short hour hand. So it's between the 2 and the 3. Perfect. And now I have to draw my minute hand. I need 30 minutes. So let's count from the top 30 minutes by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So my big minute hand is pointing right down to our 6 to show 30 minutes. I'm going to use my ruler again, draw a nice straight line down to the 6. So now the face of our clock is reading 2:30, and that matches what our analog says, 2:30. Let's do the next one. There we go. This clock is asking us to draw 10 o'clock. So I know that I have to have an hour hand that points to 10, and because it's an o'clock, it points directly to the 10. So I can line up my ruler, and I'm going to draw my short hour hand pointing straight to the 10. I have one hand, and now I need to draw my o'clock. And I remember that whenever I have my 2 zeros, that means it is a new hour, so that my minute hand has to point straight up to the 12. Remember, the minute hand is our big hand. I'm using my trusty ruler again to make sure I have a nice straight line. There we go. So now the face of my clock says 10 o'clock, and that matches my analog 10 o'clock. We have 2 more together. This is asking us to do 7 o'clock. So 7 being our hour, that is where our short hand is going to face. I'm going to use my trusty ruler, draw my short hand straight to the 7. Because I know that when I have an o'clock, my hour hand can go directly to my hour, and my minute hand goes straight up to the 12 because it's been a new hour. So minute hand is my big hand. Here is my arrow. I have 7 o'clock on the face of my clock and 7 o'clock in the analog. We have one more to do. So this one's asking us to do 4:30. So our hour hand or our short hand is going to be pointing to the 4, but it's going to be pointing between the 4 and the 5 because I have my 30 here. That means a couple minutes have gone by in the hour, so that hour hand is not straight at that hour anymore. So here I have my hour hand halfway between the 4 and the 5, and I know when it's halfway between the 4 and the 5, I always read the smaller number. Now we have to do our 30 minutes. Let's count from the top, 30 minutes by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to do my nice big minute hand down to the 6. And now I have a clock that reads 4:30, and that matches what our page has given us.